We live.
I'm not saying I'm going to rule the world or I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world, and that's our job.
You have to be made. JB, what's the name of the podcast?
It's a pod named Kickback. A pod named Kickback. It's like a Tribe Called Quest.
You say the whole thing. Welcome back to a brand new episode of a pod named Kickback. It is, in fact, like a Tribe Called Quest because you must say the whole thing. I am no breaks, no the righteous ratchet. If you throw it, I'll catch it. If you got it, I'll match it. Each and every week, we right back at it. I am the Black Savage, the Magneto of my people. Randy, talk to him.
Oh man, like every week, like when you do all of that, like I just be feeling like now I just gotta just say my regular old name, like it's just me. But hey, it's your man. It's the Randy T, Man Up Monday all day. Y'all know where I'm at. Let's get it.
Let's get it. All right, so just so you know, I am back from the wonderful country of Costa Rica, and we'll get into that in a second. But I want to make sure that Mr. Stamps on the passport, and hey man, I'm trying to tell you, boy, I'm gonna get into the story. I'm gonna tell y'all all about it, but I do before I get into that, I want to do this the right way. We'll talk about our highs and lows. I'm gonna let Randy go first because I know I got a whole mouthful. Pause. But where's our high and low drop at?
Now, high low. Who wants to go first?
Yeah,
Randy,
I appreciate you giving me the courtesy of going first because I know it's gonna be a minute. It's gonna be rather lengthy. I got my high is gonna be like shout out to Detroit, Michigan, the Motor City. Right. Look, all Detroit listeners, if you listen to us, like I love Detroit. I will be back. Love you. And by far my favorite piece of from here on out. But anyway, I had a trip to Detroit, which was my high. Because I'll tell you, just stereotypically thinking, I went into the city thinking that this is a dirty city where 8 Mile, where Eminem came from, he almost died there, and I can't drink the water there. That's what I thought, right? That was my thoughts going in. So I was like, all right, we going here, and it was work related. I'm going to do my work stuff. I'm not leaving the hotel. I'm Uber eating my food, everything. Like I'm sticking close because it's jive. We all know the stories. It's jive dangerous there too, right? So all the stereotypes going through my mind. So that's what I'm thinking. But anyway, and look, as soon as I get there, the first thing I see, the driver shows me a big tire. It's like 20 feet tall tire and it's not like a Kumo or one of the brands we heard of. It's like one of those a Uniroyal, like the Walmart tires. So I'm like, he was proud of it. So I'm thinking, hey, what up, sis? And I'm thinking, hey, so he just fit the stereotype. I was like, yes, it is. Don't go outside. It's a cheap tire. That's what they're proud of. It was right. I'm gonna die. The water gonna kill me. But that's not. I take it all back. I take it all back. Detroit, the city was beautiful. when I tell you that, like, it is the home of Motown, the home of Berry Gordy. I got to go see with Stevie Wonder, Aretha Franklin, all of the greats, the Temptations, where they recorded all their first, that just to walk those steps, to feel that the love there, where they shot Martin at, was right. Got to pass by that joint. The neighborhood looked too dangerous for me to stop, but I drove past it. Anyway, some of the best food, best hospitality, best downtown, like Detroit. Like I went to the baseball game, Comiskey Stadium. Big love out to
Okay.
Detroit. So that was my high, and there was my low was that I had to go home. That was the
I
low.
hear that. I hear that. Now, did you run into Cash Doll by any chance? Her little
I
fine
heard
ass.
I heard she was at a spot when I was there, but one of our trainers who was there said that if you were not a Detroit native, it was not safe to go
Do
there.
not
So
go. There it
look,
is. There it is.
you don't have to tell me twice.
Right, right. She just broke up with a man too. So that might, might have been a good look. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I would have shoot my shot.
Yeah. Man, I'm gonna tell y'all. Getting into my high low. This is something that I've been working on the last year. In January, when I put it on my vision board, my man F said, "Why is it on your vision board? You've already been cleared to go. What's the problem?" And I was like, "My passport ain't came yet. All my documents ain't came yet. We don't know how this thing gonna play out." But I'm very happy to say that it played out in my favor. I spent the last week in Costa Rica, the beautiful island of Peninsula Papagayo, at the Four Seasons Resort. Let me say that again: the Four Seasons Resort, which is a five diamond resort. Which I'm used to staying in Motel 6, so I don't know nothing about this Four Seasons and five diamonds and all that shit. But it was
Hey,
worth it, man.
I remember when Mima used to watch The Price is Right. That used to be one of the prizes in the Showcase Showdown. The Four Seasons, 5 days and 4 nights at the Four Seasons. That's in the Showcase Showdown.
Let me find out I had
That's what I remember.
the fancy nice trip.
Yeah.
Hey, the Showcase Showdown, man. Got sold up here 5 days, 4 nights. Oh man. But I tell you, man, from the time the plane arrived, we get off the plane, hit the duty-free shop, get a couple bottles, you know what I'm saying, get some snacks and all that, come outside. They got the van drivers with the signs up with your name on it. No brakes over here. Going over there and get into the van. Then we pile in, they're giving us the tour of the city. If you look to your left, you see this. If you look to your right, you see that. Then we head back, we get to the actual property. When the gates open up, it's like you're in Jurassic Park. This big gate opens up, you go in, you're going down the windy hill. You know what I'm saying? You get to the resort. You're just looking around. There's 3-4 different pools. It's a hot tub, jacuzzi. It's the marina on one side. It's the beach on the other side. And I was on the first floor. So I walk out my room, the hot tub to my right, the pool to the left, the restaurant to the right. The 2 restaurants to the right with the pool, the jacuzzi to the left, and the other side of the resort is to the left. And it's like in the beach, of course, is down to the right, to the left. It was just like I was right on that level. So everybody at the pool, I'm like, I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be back in 20 seconds because my room is right there. You know what I'm saying? I need to refill my drink. I'll be back in 20 seconds because my room is right there. And man, the room was beautiful. One of them fancy rooms, you in the bathroom, you can open up the cabinets, the wall, and you're looking into the bedroom. So if I'm in there taking a bath from a girl in the bed, we can look at each other and are you sleeping? Are you washing? We just can see whatever was going on, you know what I'm saying? And then you walk out to the little balcony area, and it is another room. It's a full patio, enclosed, no mosquitoes, sofa, chairs, and desk, and a whole layout. I'm sitting out there chilling, sipping on some tequila. A little iguana runs on by. But hey, little iguana, little monkeys in the trees. Hey, monkeys, little birds flying by. Hey, little birds. You just out there just enjoying it, man. And I wish the president of my agency left me with this. He was like, "No, you gotta make sure that this experience you're having, you share with everybody. This experience, so you let them know it's real. Let our people know in the hood, you can go to the Four Seasons in Costa Rica. I did it. You can do it. And if you don't know how to do it, come work with me. I got a job for you. I can make sure you get to Costa Rica. And if you don't want to work with me, but you just want to know if it's real, the dream is real. Man, hold on. Don't make me take off my Costa Rica slippers. I got them on. I got my Costa Rica slippers on right now, goddammit. So I'm telling you, it's real. And if you want to work with me, I hope you get there. And if you want to do it on your own, I'm living proof. You can do it. You know what I'm saying? Little nigga from DC. I was in Costa Rica living it up, Randy. You hear me?
I hear you.
Man, that was my high.
Got the shoes to prove it.
What up, Jay? Costa Rica was like that for sure. That was my high of the week. I could go into way more detail. Maybe I'll do it at the end of the episode. But I will say that my low was I got so hype. And then they built me up. Oh, we got to do this and we got to do that. And when you get back, we got to take over this. And we need you to make in this amount so you can do this. And we need you to get you with this. And we need you to have your own team. And we need this. The only low was I didn't work much. And I know that's going to sound crazy, but I didn't work much. And I think that's a great. Oh, you saw the video? Yes, ma'am. Yeah, because it was. I tried to capture all the events, but it's so hard to capture everything. And then I had one picture.
Right.
I was chilling, right? And I noticed in the back of the mirror, you can see a girl in the toilet. I thought, oh, I got to delete this picture. You can see too much in the picture. So after trying to fix it and change the picture, I just got tired of it. Like, all right, y'all gonna give whatever video I give you. Well, who are like, wait, we need to go get to Trinidad. I just did the Four Seasons in Costa Rica.
Uh-oh. Sound like a challenge.
Yeah, I think that makes me a heavyweight. But I don't mind Trinidad. You can definitely go to Trinidad. That might be actually a good idea. Next year, we're doing a Celebrity Beyond cruise, which is the most luxurious. It's the Hilton on the sea. The most luxurious, not no Carnival cruise, no shit like that. This is the most luxurious cruise ship available to the masses with a 5-star Michelin chef. They call it the Ritz on the water. And that's going to St. Martin, St. Thomas, and the Bahamas. That's 8 days, 8 nights. So that is over a week. So I'll be doing that next year. But Trinidad and Tobago, I definitely want to go. Oh, well, shit, Jaden, you got to be the tour guide. You're going to be the tour guide. It's just as simple as that.
Man,
as simple as that. Hey. Can you out there doing Carnival? So I can,
right. When you with Trinidad, with somebody who from Trinidad, I heard it's a different experience than just visiting.
Yeah. I read about that in Will Smith's book. He went with his ex.
Carnival time, right?
Exactly. I'm looking forward to that. So, Jay, just let me know when we're ready, man. I'm with it. Just let me know. I know there's a Four Seasons. I want to stay with the people. When I go to Trinidad, like Randy just said, we got to stay with the people, man. Put me in Tobago somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It was great, man.
I want to look out my room and see the carnival like I'm in New Orleans, just from the balcony. Go downstairs, come upstairs. Hey, Jay, you got them connects. Hook us up.
Yeah, man. Hook us up. Zig us out. But I will at some point do maybe a whole video blog about Costa Rica because I want to tell y'all so much more, but we ain't got time. We got a whole podcast to do because the minute I left, the president got shot. What the hell? Joe Biden started stepping down. Like everything went crazy. So we'll try to get into some of that stuff, man. As a matter of fact, where's my viral story of the week?
My left stroke just went viral.
And our viral story of the alleged shit was crazy, man. I saw the video. I saw him like grab his ear, and I saw him kind of looking like, what the fuck? Then I saw him, they said, get down, and he got down. And I was on my way to Costa Rica, so I was like, what the hell going on? So of course we didn't have an episode to talk about it. The whole story sounds fishy. This little 20-year-old boy crooks on the roof with a rifle. People saw him, people complained, people warned, and then nobody did nothing. And he got those shots off. I I guess it's that it was divine intervention. I don't fucking know. He hit his ear but didn't hit him. Like, yeah, that's a lot. Oh man, then they're saying he wasn't actually shot. I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know. Don't get on me. Don't ask me nothing. I wasn't in, but I do know that it's scary times, man. Like we watched on January 6th, we watched those people run up into the U.S. Capitol and kill a police officer. Like we saw that happened. Now we have this, the same people shooting at their man, shooting at Trump. And we saw what they do with the school shootings. We saw what they do in the church shootings. I mean, it's scary times. I would say all my people, get your guns, get your strap, be ready, get prepared, get efficient in your firearm, and be ready. Because if they're shooting at their own, you know what the fuck they're gonna do with us. So I would just say, Jay-Z had a line, he was using it against 50 Cent, but I'm gonna use it against Trump. And you respect the one who got shot. I respect the shooter. Trump ain't gained no favor with me because he got shot. All right, motherfucker, he got shot. That ain't gangster. You got shot. Did you shoot back? That'd be gangster if you shot back. But I'm not impressed because you got shot. And I think people were so worried about, oh no, this is going to turn the election into his favor. I'm like, who's going to switch? Ain't no real nigga going to switch. Ain't no staunch liberal going to switch. Who saw Trump get shot and go, I had no idea who to vote for. But now I'm going to vote Trump. Like, that's an idiot. That's an idiot to me. I don't know, like, if there's a Republican who's on the fence, I don't think they're voting for him now since he got shot. Like, if it's a staunch Democrat, they're not switching because he got shot. If they're,
not at all,
only voting independent parties, they're not switching because he got shot. So everybody's so afraid, oh no, Trump's going to win because he got shot. I think the dummies that vote for him, we're going to vote for him anyway. I don't think getting shot, they can't vote twice. That's my take on it, man. Let me know how you feel about this whole situation. Because I saw a lot of people afraid that he's going to win the election because of this. I'm like, who's going to switch?
Yeah. First, I want to say condolences to all the families of the young man who lost his life, on both ends, the victim and even the families of the perpetrator. Our condolences to you, because it is a tragedy to all who was affected by it. Now, with that being said, I agree with you. There is no way that him being shot would the assassination attempt would make anyone vote change. But before we even get into that, I'll say, just as an American, looking at us on a national platform, it is a national embarrassment, and it is not for a candidate that I endorse, but as an American, I am ashamed at the level of security that even if I hated him, which I don't, that he deserved, being the former president, that us as a nation, the protection that he is supposed to have when he was sworn as 45, it allowed him those protections that were with him for the rest of his life. And for someone who lives in the DMV, and knew you've been here as well, and if the president is going to Camp David, in which I stay nearby,
unknown caller,
they blocking off, like 270, like it's blocked off for like at least 10 exits until he get to where he going. So I'd see like the level of security, no planes, no nothing, and everybody, like, you can't get on, like, you just stuck or if he drive past, like it's like a train coming past. If you're on the street somewhere, you know what I mean. God help you, and a motorcade drive past, because that's the level. And they on roofs and they on roofs and it's the path is cleared before he leave the White House, right? So I am appalled at first at the lack of security that this was even able to happen, right? And then it happened on U.S. soil. So once again, I feel like it is a national embarrassment that a former president was not, and there is multiple videos of the perpetrator being that they're trying to tell him. So and when I watched the whole video, I'm like, the fact that when the first shot, that now we're able to visibly see his face after one shot missed him. How do we not know there's another shooter? So now the agents who are on him, you are failing me again, because we should have never saw his face again after that first shot was fired. We should never saw him again until he was safe somewhere on the news the next day.
Got a question for you.
We saw shots. We saw shots of him all day. Hold on, I'm almost done. But that's to my point. So is that, for me, security failed us as a nation, for one, right? That's so now we need to find out how security failed on that level. That's the national embarrassment. Now, how could this work to his favor? Now let's go to that. Right now we got all that out the way. Now let me bring it around, because you said it. It's no way that something of this nature would bring votes to him. But going on the eve of the RNC convention, and looking at the wrap up, what it did bring some solidarity to the party, because we almost had a national tragedy happen to our candidate. So I saw, it's hard now to criticize somebody in your same party and they just tried to take his life. All right, we on the big stage. What you got to say? Heck of a position to be in. Not saying that that's what happened, but
yeah,
I'm gonna leave it
now,
there.
what do you think about when they when the Social Security, Jesus, when the Secret Service grabbed him and pulled him down, and he was like, wait a minute, and then he got to do his thing, and he got to do his fist pump. It was like either he is so self-aware of marketing that he's like, this is
the flag, right?
An opportunity, or the whole thing was staged.
It was a perfect
because
shot.
For him to stop,
it was a perfect.
It was,
shot.
and the first thing he stopped. Stop it! He told Secret Service, stop. Let me do my thing. And I'm like, when this dude think he Tupac, he think he in the Tupac movie, or this ain't real. And I don't think that he set himself up to be shot. I'm gonna stand there, you shoot my ear, and then I don't think that. Ain't nobody telling you to shoot no gun at their face. But what I do think is maybe he was never shot. But then there was someone that was killed. So it's
two people lost their lives. So it's not a, we can't say it's a conspiracy.
Well, yeah, 2 people lost their lives. The shooter and then the fireman. Yeah,
exactly.
I think that he basically almost forced Secret Service to get off him so he can get that photo op. And which I think is crazy.
You terrible at your job. If Trump intimidates you to the level that you are afraid to do the job that you swore to do, which in that position, one of which being to stand in the line of fire. That is one of the oaths that a Secret Service man takes.
But the thing with Trump, the thing with the
if
thing
he
with the dictator,
intimidates you that you be like, let him go, then you don't. All them should be dismissed.
He does that with everybody. Think about Mike Pence. They were going to the Capitol on January 6th to hang Mike Pence, his own vice president. They're all afraid of him. Trump has now immunity. Well, any incoming president has immunity. They can do any war crime. They can do any bribes. They can do anything illegal, and they have immunity. So if they can decide we don't like you,
it's from not from all things. It's not blanket immunity. It's a little deeper than that. It's a little
while
deeper
they're
than
sitting, what does he mean? What does he not have immunity from?
I mean,
He can bribe.
He has
He can have
immunity from
he can have someone killed. From the important things,
I can't tell you all the legalities, but he does. All I can say is he does not. Presidents do not have blanket immunity, and he does not.
Well, you are incorrect. The Supreme Court just gave the next incoming president blanket immunity. That is the problem. That's the problem. He does have it. Well, not him. Whoever the next president, whether it's him, Kamala, Gavin Newsom, whoever that next president is, will have blanket immunity. That's the problem, and that's why that's been the issue with the Supreme Court. That's the issue with Trump winning to begin with. He won. He packed the Supreme Court with all his people, and they all did him the biggest favor in the world. You have immunity. You can't go to jail for bribery. You can't go to jail for murder. Like he literally can't go to jail for that.
Assassination, though. We talking about assassination. Let's
but it all comes full circle. So you're a Secret Service member.
Yeah,
you're a Secret Service member, and you know that his chance he's going to win. And if he wins, and you don't do what he says, there's no limit to how we can punish you. Yeah, so I don't blame the Secret Service like you. Like you're like, oh, they did a terrible job. No, they scared because this man now, with what the Supreme Court just did in the last 2 weeks, he can do anything if he wins. And if he says, back up a minute, let me do my thing. Yeah, so I don't blame the Secret Service.
I'm not disagreeing. And I'm saying because he's thinking I might be signing receipts in Walmart next week. So yeah, I get it. My point that I said, and if that's how you feel, you need to be dismissed. That's all I said. I ain't say that he didn't feel that way. I'm just saying if that's how you feel, you don't deserve to protect the president. They need to. If you in that position, you need to be ready to either do my job or work at Walmart tomorrow. That's what you signed up for. That was the job. Period. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's never been the job before. So it's just a new world. It's a new world. Those changes were made 2 weeks ago. It take a little bit of time to adjust. This is a whole new world now. But you know what makes it a whole new world even more? This will be the first presidential election in 48 years without at least a Bush, a Biden, or Clinton. How about that? How about that? Like, wow, this is like the NBA Finals with the Celtics and the damn Mavericks. Ain't no LeBron, ain't no Steph Curry. This is a whole, ain't no Giannis. This is a whole new election, man. And now that we know that we kind of alluded to it, but with Biden stepping down, Randy. Well, I ask you this, and I'll take it piece by piece. Do you think he should have stepped down?
I don't. If all of the analytics, and I was watching reports this morning, and I do this, and I would challenge all of our viewers to do the same, just for fair and balanced reporting. I watch CNN, I watch Fox News, and then I watch MSNBC. And then I decide
going that BBC.
And then I decide where the truth lies, right? And then I read AP News, because AP News is the leading source for every news source from AP News.
Yeah, I throw BBC in there, man. That overseas.
Yeah, I know they have different philosophies. It depends. If it's a foreign piece attached to it, then I'll want to see their take on it. If it's not so much some foreign policy, I don't care. Eat a croissant. I love y'all though. I love y'all. I want to move France. If y'all listening, I'm just playing. That was a bad joke.
There you go. So you got it.
Yeah, no, positive. Hey, I love y'all. I bring it back. I'm sorry, but um, all I'm saying is that if the analytics say that it was the right thing to do, right? But I'm like, I don't care what the analytics say. People views last as long as 3 news cycles, right? So and that's what I do know that most people, that's how long stuff lasts, right? And then they can change their minds just like that. And unless the party has been in a disarray, the Democratic Party, since the debate. And then I think after the debate, and I think it was a superstar who had it was a fundraiser. I'm trying to think who it was. He played Batman. It was the worst Batman movie. What's the dude name? George Clooney.
Val
George
Kilmer?
Clooney. No.
George Clooney.
Val wasn't that bad. Val was bad too. George Clooney was the worst. George Clooney, he had a fundraiser, and they really pretty much made nothing, right? The fundraiser went really bad. So that, I think that was the most damaging, that made people think that he should step down, because in a war, it's all about the war chest, right? And if to do battle, you need money, the money to touch states that you can't get in. So that's why when people wonder what all the fundraising about, why you getting all these texts and they asking you for money, why to do this, like they spending it. It ain't going to their pockets. They ain't not going to the Gucci shop. Like, it's because I can't go to Idaho, but I need to put 4,000 ads, you know what I mean, in Idaho every day, you know what I mean, doing the Young and Restless, through the times with the people, the demographics of the people that I want to vote for me. I need to be flooding the airways with that. And so I need money to get that done. And when you lose money, when you can't reach those people, then it's like, any of these swing states, we don't have an opportunity to make these changes. And then when you do a debate and you look like, man, like we don't even know. And then on top of that, at that George Clooney, this was the one at the George Clooney event, President Obama was there, and he came and he came and shook and came and got Joe Biden, and he locked arms with him and walked him off the stage. And it was like he was putting him to bed, like, come on, grandpa, it's time to go to sleep. And like when they walked off the stage, I was like, I was looking horrified. When I was watching it, I was like, man, this looks so bad. I was like, this look even worse than watching him on the debate. It looked like he was coming to put Joe to bed. Like Joe didn't know what was going on, and Obama was like, I can't stand to see this anymore. Let me go put him in the bed. You know what I mean? It's past his bedtime. And so then after that,
so it was
dropping even further.
Long story short, you think that it was time for him to step down?
I say even with all of that, I don't, unless there is a viable candidate that someone has analytics showing that we have a chance.
Yeah, okay, so don't go into another speech. So yes, so you thought that he should have stayed?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. With me, I looked at it like,
I feel like because this happened before.
I think they're saying that he's not.
That he can finish out his last 2 years. I feel like he has enough. Well, it would have been 4 years. It would have been 4 years. He would have had a brand new 4 years. No, I'm saying no. I say he should definitely not run for 4 more years, but finish out his term.
No. The thing is, he is not going to run. He's going to finish his term. He's just not going to run again. And he has like 4 months left in his term. Well, until January. So he's going to finish his term out. He's just not going to run for another 4 years. Is the debate? Should he do 4 more years?
I mean, I don't see why.
So and I feel like with Obama and everybody saying dogs step down, he's not giving up his presidency. He's just not going to run against Trump.
Right.
He's going to finish his full term. But he's not, he doesn't look capable of doing another 4 years. He doesn't really look capable of finishing his term. If you sit him down in the house and don't say nothing for the next 7 months or 6 months, whatever it is, 5.5 months, then he could probably finish it out. But another 4 years starting next year, I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. So I did want him to step down. And I think that I'm probably going to endorse Kamala. I don't know yet. I'm not going to act like I like all my issues with her. Like there were some issues with Biden, or were some issues with Clinton, or were some issues with Trump, or were some issues with Bernie Sanders, or were some issues with Mondale, Ferraro, Reagan, and Bush. Like when I act like now that we get a black woman up there, she's done the things we can never forgive. Fuck that shit. All of these politicians have done things I don't like. All of them. I'm not going to just turn on the black woman. Well, can't be her because she did 3 things I didn't like. Leave all them 3 things I don't like. I don't see a reason to not go for Kamala. Like I'm a black man in America. She went to Howard. You know, like why wouldn't I go? Why wouldn't I vote for her? Why wouldn't I root? Right? Why wouldn't I root for her? It's gonna be Pete Buttigieg. It's gonna be Gavin.
Man, I felt it got to be her.
Who's going to be running against her? I am not sure. I do not know. But yeah, it should be her. She's earned it. She's the vice president of the United States. She's the most qualified. Gavin Newsom became governor of California after her.
Yeah, Biden got $100 million left in his war chest. And the only way
that money to her.
She the only person who can use it. If she don't use it, then what are you gonna do with it? She the only person who can use it. So they like that. That's money gone. So unless somebody coming in and funding their own campaign, like I don't see how she's not the nominee. Like I just don't. They don't want to waste that again because everybody gonna be like, where that money going?
Yeah. We got plenty of time to try to figure out who her running mate will be. I just want to do a quick fuck you to Amber Rose. Just because you beautiful woman, you dumbass for having tattooing your son's name across your forehead. That just shows you how stupid you really are. But you're a fine woman. I bet you suck a mean dick. But I ain't fucking with you. You're stupid to me doing this whole Trump, taking a check, doing the Trump shit. But I cannot deny the fact that you are a beautiful woman, but beautiful and deadly. Never touch a big button to smile. DVD with a whole song about your slave ass. Hulk Hogan, I know you was racist piece of shit for a long time, and I am so happy when they came to you and said, we had this idea that we can sell and put your name on it. It's gonna be this grill. It's gonna be really quick. It's gonna cook meat and everything. It's gonna be great. And you said, I'm Hulk Hogan, I don't need a grill. And then they gave it to George Foreman, a black man. That was supposed to be the Hogan grill. You turned it down because you were a stupid racist piece of shit. And now George Foreman has it, and now you're ripping off his shirt at 80 years old and come on Trumpomania. You look like a damn goofball. Ric Flair was better, so was the Ultimate Warrior. Fuck you, Hulk Hogan. That's slow, bitch. That's my thoughts on him and Amber Rose. And now let's get out of politics. Unless you want to add one last thing, I want to get out of politics.
Oh, well.
All right.
No. Hey, look, all I was gonna say is that the whole convention was very strategically it was strategically done very well. That's it.
Yeah, a lot of acting. I got my ear patch. But our kickback conversation of the week. How to win the second half of the year. What are some tips for elevating your second half? What are your second half goals? I made my vision board New Year's Eve of this year. I have accomplished everything incremental. I've done a lot of things on here, but there are things that I still need to. There are things that could be accomplished and things that can only be measured at the end of the year. Going to Costa Rica, check, accomplished. Moving into a nicer place, check, accomplished. Doing better in my business, check, accomplished. But like being more spiritually grounded. I'm gonna have to do an assessment at the end of the year. Being in better shape, I still have a chance to do that. I have not done that. Regulate my blood pressure, check, accomplished. The podcast is doing better. It's doing better. There's nothing I can do. Shout out to everybody watching us live. You know what I'm saying? But there are certain things. There are more goals that I still have to attain, still have to work towards. There's something that continuously a work in progress. It isn't about did I do this or did I not do that. It's what are you doing daily? What have you done when you're looking back at the end of the year? So I got to step it up in a few different areas. I was blessed to be given some advice when I was in Costa Rica by some millionaires, some of my millionaire buddies. And the biggest piece of advice I received, I want to give to you guys, and I'm gonna let Randy jump in real quick. But when I talked about what I wanted for my life now, for the end of the year, for the next 10 years, and I was told like, all that perfect. That's what we want for you. But I wonder if you feel like you really deserve it. Because I think certain things would change if you really thought you deserved it. Because when you think you deserve something, you move a little differently. You don't accept so many no's. You don't accept, too much flawed behavior, even on your own part. When you know you deserve something, you get your ass up and you get it. I heard a dude say, I've never met anybody who thought they deserved something and really wanted it and just didn't get it. Because if they really wanted it, they got it. I can tell you, and I'm not to be frivolous, but there's a handful of women I was like, I want her. I want her. And I just went and got her. Whether I wasn't tall enough for her, too short for her, too black for her, too whatever for her. I want her, I went and got her. And I think that, and that's the thing called sex transmutation in Think and Grow Rich, the book Think and Grow Rich. And it's usually like the people who are, I don't want to say the most virile, but people that are sexually active, sexually, front of mind, how they use that to elevate themselves in the business world. And I think that if you really want something, you can get it. Like two things I end up seeing, as I used to always say, a UFO and a bitch I can't. The two things I ain't seen is this: a UFO and a bitch I can't get. And I think you should apply that to everything in life. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the job you want, the career you want, the physicality you want, the level of in shape you want. If you really want it, you can do it. Like, I think everybody that's physically able can run a marathon. You have to train. You have to do all of the work that it takes, and then you can run that marathon. Maybe one person, they can train for a week. Maybe another person got to train for a year. Maybe somebody has to train for 3 years. We can all run the marathon. And that's what the gift I want to give to you guys is just, if you really want it, you can get it. You are worthy. You do deserve it. But you have to really want it. And the way you show you really want it is by putting in the requisite work. You can't say you really want it. The universe ain't believing that. I'm not believing that, and Randy not believing that. But if you really want it and you put in the work, the universe will open up and give it to you. I wholeheartedly believe that. I've done it. I've done it. I wanted financial freedom. I wanted to fire my boss. I fired my boss. I worked for myself. I wanted it. And let me not say that so cockily. I fired my boss 7 times and then had to go back 7 times. This is the 8th time. You know what I'm saying? So that me not act like it's easy to do because it wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? But it could be easy for you. But I think if you really want something, whether you do it the first time, or in my case, the 8th time, you will get to it. I'm going to toss it to Randy because we're in the second half of the year, and I wanted to make sure we use our platform responsibly, and we gave you guys a very good message because y'all are supporting us, y'all are showing us love, and I want to make sure that at the end of the day, when you cut this podcast off, you in a good position.
Indeed.
Not just listening to it just to get by, just to get through your day, but listen to get to your day. You know what I'm saying, Randy?
Indeed. And feel free to share some tips if y'all, there's some experts out here listening and y'all want to come on and be sponsors and give us y'all expert advice. Drop us a line. I agree with you. And, some of the 2 things too that came out of the Detroit trip as well. One of them, we did this exercise. We read this book called Extreme Ownership. And so,
I got that book.
And going into the second half of the year, it is a great book because it talks about there are no bad teams, there are only bad leaders, and then everyone is a leader respectively as well. So it is it gives a lot of perspective to when you start looking through things from the extreme ownership perspective. Made me look, reassess, and realize some things. And then on top of that trip, I went to I met this multi-millionaire jeweler, and I see and I think I sent you the picture, New, where he let me wear the necklace, a $300,000 necklace, 500K was the necklace, $500,000, and
Yeah.
jeweler. And then so while everybody was being wowed by the jewelry and all this, I wanted to hear his story, and I was like, "Yo, how did you get started?" And this, and he told me he was working. Actually, he was a college professor, and he hated it, but he was working on his dream, which was being a jeweler, and he found it was something that he didn't like about wholesale jewelry, that he worked on his dream in the meantime. And he came to another millionaire, and he told him if he would if he would trust him, he would save him he would save him $14 million in 1 year. And he said, if you can save me $14 million in 1 year, you can have whatever you want. And he saved him $14 million a year. But the whole point was that it was his dream that he had, that he found someone that he could fix it solved a $14 million issue. But my point being is that while he was still working on what he had to do, he still was dedicating time to crafting the thing that he knew he wanted to do for the rest of his life that would bring him happiness. So in the two things in doing and trying to fire up for the second half of your year, you have to extremely own whatever it is that you say that you want. And then you got to have a dream outside of whatever you're doing for your employer. Like, what is going to be the end all or be all for you? What does success look like for you? And that, until you determine what that is, all you doing is working and chasing a dollar. And chasing a dollar, you'll be motivated by how when it goes up or going down. But to keep the perseverance and the motivation to extremely own and keep moving ahead, you have to have that dream inside of you that you know that you want to accomplish. So I came back from, and I was like, all right, I had to redo some stuff, because I was like, you know what? I forgot that what I want the end of mine to look like. And I had to rework that in to even my end of the year goals, because you can't ever stop thinking that, because that's the fuel right there.
Absolutely. I'm glad you had that experience. At the same time I had it, because we're gonna push each other the rest of this damn year. We're gonna push each other to reaching excuse me, newer, higher heights than we would have done prior to. And I absolutely believe that. And I'm glad we always reading the same books. I love that shit. Even if we ain't talked to each other about it, we got the same damn books on deck, because we be on our book shit. We definitely build ourselves up, then build each other up. You know what I'm saying? So I'll just end it with, man. If you want some of these books, I'll tell you what. I'll list some of these in the comments or in the description of this episode, so you'll be able to find them. We sharing the knowledge about here. We sharing it. Yeah. Now,
indeed,
let's break it up a little bit. Give y'all a break, because we're gonna say a whole lot. We're gonna take a quick break, then get into our what the fuck story of the week. It's the mayor. Dog. I got back from Costa Rica Sunday night. No, Thursday night. I'm tripping. Today's Sunday. Thursday night. And because of the weather, we had to circle around, Hartsfield Airport here in Atlanta. Then we landed. We couldn't go to gate immediately. We had to wait about an hour. So I was watching the Wizards summer league game as I'm waiting for us to be able to put into a gate. And as we were able to put into the gate, then we had to wait forever to go through customs. And I was like, oh my God. That was another hour or so. But then went through customs, ordered some pizza, picked it up, came home, and just chilled.
I feel like customs just make you be slow for no reason. I feel like they just try to be a-holes.
Yep.
Like they feel like they gotta be slow. Like every time I come through customs, like they got an attitude for no reason. Like they just try. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they seen a lot, but it just seemed like that for me. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I think you're right. And also because there were so many planes that didn't get to land like us, we all landed around the same time and all got released, and it was just a damn mess. But that is nothing in comparison to what happened Friday morning. People were in the. I know a guy that just got home today from Thursday night. Today's Sunday. I know people who the lost luggage line was so long at Georgia Atlanta Hartsfield Airport that people were just videotaping the lost luggage line. That's why I ain't check no bags. I don't like checking my bags. I will make that shirt fit in that motherfucker because I'm not checking no luggage, man. I went international to Costa Rica. Like, I ain't checking shit. Because I've seen too many people lose everything. Lose the total bags, everything in it.
I check it all. But you know what? You can buy travel insurance. It'll take care of all of that. If you don't know about it, I'll let you, boy.
I'm gonna be hollering at you.
Shameless plug, but go ahead. Yeah. But
I feel like when I get to Costa Rica and I got no clothes, we're trying to show some kicking on that day.
Yeah, we're gonna send you a check.
You know what I'm saying? So if I get travel insurance,
go shopping. Gonna send you a check. Go shopping. Gonna get Venmo'd it. How you want it? Venmo, Cash App, like straight up.
Right at the Four Seasons. Okay. But I do want to send a shout out to everybody who was affected by the outages, whether it was your bank or your airline or whatever. Something's going on in America. Everybody, make sure you keep a stash in the room or stash in the basement because
if under the mattress,
anything happens and these banks really shut down, a lot of us would just be ass out. So just keep your little, you know what I'm saying? Keep a little something under the mattress. You know how we should do it back in the day. And this positive energy to anybody who was affected by that. And we keep it moving to some people we need to tell to shut the fuck up.
So dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
$100. Well, I'll let you listen to
it. Aggravated assault, 3 counts, possession of a crime, reckless endangerment of another person, etc. So right now she's waiting for formal arraignment, bail. Her name is Dominique, Dominique Phillips, Bill. Sure I spell this right. UPS. She's 28 years old, and again, she lives in the Northeast. So she's waiting for bail. She's 28 years old. But the magistrates for that. Any question? The video is very disturbing. I know it's gotten a lot of views. Let's say it's going national.
This is the crazy part, man. So this 28-year-old woman was owed $100 in $100 drug debt. I'm not going to talk about how insignificant or significant $100 is, but I'll just pose this to you guys. This is why she gets to don't be dumb, shut up, stupid award. She just murdered a 7-month-old baby. More than likely going to be in jail for life over $100 drug debt. We got to start doing better math. We got to just start doing better math. Am I willing to take a life for $100? Am I willing to take a baby's life for $100? Am I willing to give up my life for $100? I know it's principality, Smokey. I know what Big Worm said. But we got this ain't the 90s no more, dog. It's 2024. They got it on camera. There's cameras in every neighborhood. You can't do that no more. This ain't the Wild Wild West no more. It's like people haven't realized the world has changed. You can't go around just shooting people. It's a camera everywhere. Our cell phones are cameras and sound towers. If you have an issue and you need to resolve it that way, it better be real. Because you're going to jail. It can't be over no damn $100. Now, baby's lost her life. This woman has lost her life. That family will never be the same over $100. Don't be dumb. I don't know, Randy. What you got, man?
I don't have a lot to say about this one. I think you can never attach a monetary value to human life under any circumstances, whether it's millions, trillions, or whatever. So, I mean, with that being said, we all just need to value each other over things.
Facts. And then, man, Nip, help us get up out of here as we celebrate these queens.
If it's sports, if it's fashion, if it's music, if it's hustling, whatever, you on a marathon, you know. So
I want to give it up to the devil. Where my round of applause at, goddammit? Where my round of applause? Okay, I'll take my time to find it. Myself being a long-time WNBA fan, I've loved all of the attention that the WNBA has been getting. I love the attention the NCAA Women's League has been getting. And my girls, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, showed up and showed out. I was telling everybody that if you don't know, there was an all-star game. It was the women chosen for the Olympic squad versus, so they were removed from all-star contention. And out of everybody else left in the WNBA, they put together an all-star team of those players. Now, many of us felt that Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese should have been on the Olympic team. They were not. And, it's among other players, but they were the most popular, I'll say. Many people, myself included, felt that my team, the Washington Mystics, should have drafted Angel Reese, but instead skipped over her with a bunch of why did they draft her over Angel? Because I don't want to be mean to the young lady. Young lady can play pretty well. She's just not as good as Angel. Is what it is. But the All-Stars kicked the Olympics team ass, led by Enrique Ogumawale, who had over 30 the highest scoring at the highest point total in the history of the WNBA All-Star game, 34 points. But she got all of those points in the second half of the game. Angel Reese does what she does. She has the record for the most double-doubles in WNBA, most consecutive double-doubles in WNBA history. Guess what she had in the All-Star game? A double-double. Caitlin Clark, the Great White Height. Now, how can they call her Great White Height? Great White Hope. Because she is that good.
No, she Clark, good. She real. She real. Caitlin is for real.
She real. She for real.
Hate her or love her. She for real.
Dropped 10 assists. She was one away from the record. She has the rookie record for All-Star game, but one away from the total record in the history of the WNBA All-Star game. Those young girls can play. Y'all better stop thinking. And Enrique, once again, give it up for Enrique. No, they can play. This is a renaissance. And Asia Wilson, Diana Taurasi, all of the great players on the Olympic team, they did their thing. Breanna Stewart had the second most points in history of a WNBA All-Star game. Sabrina Ionesco, all of the young ladies who are on the Olympic team, they looked good. They played well. My young girls coming though. My young girls coming. And I'm just happy for the WNBA, man. They just did a new $2.2 billion deal, which is like 4 or 5 times their existing deal. So they're going to be on more channels, more available to watch. And I'm just happy, man. I really wish Angel was a goddamn Mystic. I am so upset about that. But we're going to make it up, Randy, because we're going to get paid Buka. You're gonna get paid in next year's draft, and it's gonna be on and popping.
I hope we do, even if we don't though. I'm getting that Angel Reese line. She's gonna be the first woman tennis shoe I'm gonna buy whenever they come out. Shout out to Caitlin and Angel.
I think it's next season.
They are single-handedly interjecting life into a whole league. And I hope that women from here on out will see that what's happening right now, they causing a revolution in the WNBA, that they're getting attention like an exposure like the league has never seen before, prior to them being there. With that being said, I'm gonna switch gears and go to another USA team real quick. To everybody who say my boy LeBron is washed up, if y'all didn't see what he did the other night, see what he did. But I want to first give shout out to Sudan.
Game winning layup.
I'm just saying, no, USA won it, but I want to give out
to
my brothers,
my
brothers from Sudan, like from the motherland. These brothers, like they played their heart out, and they almost had the win. They gave the USA everything that, like, they pushed them to the limit. LeBron had to hit a shot with 8 seconds left in the game for them to win. But them boys, hey, I'm USA, but I'm giving a big shout out to them boys from Sudan. Y'all did y'all thing, man.
Man, yeah, definitely cheers and salute to the team of Sudan. So maybe they might might see him again. They look damn good. Might see him again. Definitely shout out to LeBron and the whole squad, Steph, AD, and Edwards.
They was well rounded, man. They got big men, they got shooters, they got forwards. Like they could be a problem. They could be a problem.
We're gonna see. I had Canada listed as the number 2 best team. Maybe they not. Maybe it's Sudan. Maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Was it a fluke?
Now, this is where I know Randy thrives. We're about to get into Randy's wheelhouse right here. And then we're going to save music for next week. I know the ladies want to talk about JT and some other projects. But before we leave, I'm going to tell you right now, we about to have a real good conversation, y'all. Stay tuned right here for our Netflix and Chill segment.
Netflix and Chill. What does that even mean?
We saw the straight. Hold up. Did you watch Cobra Kai?
I have not.
I know the answer.
Not the new season.
You have not?
I haven't seen the new season yet. How you see the new season? You've been in Costa Rica. I've been in Detroit. Like, when you had time to watch TV?
As soon as I watched it last night. I had nothing to do on Saturday. I wasn't going out. I was tired. I was worn out. They only released half the season.
Okay.
So I just watched the last night. You ain't see me and Dre talking about it? I'll do this.
I saw it going. I saw it with spoilers, so I can't read it. I knew what y'all was talking about. When I saw what y'all was talking about, I'm out the conversation.
Yeah. Okay. House of Dragons. Are you caught up?
Absolutely.
I caught up with that last night. I had to watch that last night so I could watch tonight's episode.
Yes, sir.
So I caught up with House of Dragons last night. I'm ready. I'm caught up. I understand. Usually with me with the House of Dragons, Game of Thrones, I'm always like, what happened? So wait, that was the cousin? So who is she? I know who everyone is. I understand everything that's going on, and I can't wait for tonight's episode. Like, now I'm in it. Because now I can place that's who that is, that's who that was, that's that. I'm usually every week scrambling like, well, I don't know which one that was. Is Damon or is Damon? Who the hell has the iPad? One is the uncle, one is all lost. But now,
Damon need to man up this episode.
I want to see what happens.
Damon need to man up. Like him.
Yeah.
What he doing right now? Yeah. He dragging his wool out. You know what I mean? Just man up, Slim. Bend the knee. Let's get this war over with and figure it out. All right. That's where I'm at with that. right?
Yeah,
But
he just want the Iron Throne, man. He ain't trying to be the husband of the queen. He want to be the king.
you already agreed to it, man. You
So
agreed
we
to
gonna
be
see
the
what he
king.
do.
You agreed to be the
Right.
queen consort. You agreed to be the queen consort. Be that.
Mm-hmm.
Be that. But hey, on top of that,
Now
like King,
what
you
about
caught up
Eamon?
on who man, look, he's still mad
He
about his
didn't take
eye.
over.
You know what I mean? He mad he lost his eye. He want to take it
He,
out on the whole
mm-hmm.
realm. He being a little he being a little whiny baby and want to take out his anger on the whole world. And he really just want to fight Damon is what he want. And that's who he's always admired. If you look and go all the way through it, Damon is his idol and the only person he think who can give him a good fight. And Damon's probably the only one who can fight that monster, a whale of a dragon that he ride. You know what I mean? That joint is like a castle with wings. You know what I mean? Nobody is 10 times bigger than every other dragon in the realm, period. Right? So that's why he like he is too. He like, man, my dragon is like 5 times bigger than everybody's. And Damon was supposed to go there to get more dragons. So they'd be like, all right, if we put 5 on her big tail, like we get it, but we'll see. Hey, but King Mayor of Kingstown, that's what's popping. Have you been you ever got into
No,
that?
and that's on what? That's on Cinemax
It's on
or
Paramount.
Max.
Paramount.
Okay, boom, I got Paramount. All right, this is what I'm doing. Mayor of Kingstown, I'm gonna watch because I watched Supercell. Phenomenal,
Supercell is
phenomenal,
fire.
phenomenal. I need a new show. Oh, what about Presumed Innocent? What should I start first?
Presume Innocent is ridiculously good. I mean, it's Jake Gyllenhaal who's an excellent actor. The acting, the cast, the story. Presume Innocent is like that. It's a cerebral story. So like for me, like I'm one of those dramas, cerebral dudes that like that pull me in. You know what I mean? Mystery, you know what I mean? Mystery, suspense, you gotta figure it out. Is one of those. Is
Presumed Innocent or Mayor of Kingstown?
Presume Innocent is really good. Now, Mayor of Kingstown, we on season. You got 2 seasons of that already out. It's on season 3. Right, so it's a lot going on in that, and I'm telling you, it's your man. He played Hawkeye from the Avengers. He is vicious in this joint. And I tell you, like you want to watch it all around like gangster joint, and why he is the. I think because you call yourself the mayor, you should watch the mayor of Kingstown to understand why he is the mayor. Straight up.
Okay. Bet. I'm on it. That'll be the first one I watch.
Yeah. Thank me
So we
later.
got some good shows.
Have I steered you wrong yet? Have I
Supercell,
steered you
Cobra
wrong
Kai,
yet?
House of the Dragons.
Yeah.
You have not steered me wrong yet. You have not. So those some good shows for y'all to check out. All right, let's end it with this. Skip Bayless leaves FS1.
Yeah.
Oh, and the book and stream ownership for sure. Skip Bayless is leaving FS1. I predicted this would happen. I saw Skip sands the fuck out of Shannon's shop. Now that Shannon need to leave.
Yeah.
Shannon need to be talking to him. So I stopped watching. I had given up on First Take.
Me too.
I was only watching that one because of Shannon. When I saw how Skip kept like going at Shannon, I started watching that. And now I mostly watch First Things First. So I wasn't watching First Take or Skip and Shannon. And then when it was announced that Shannon was leaving, I watched the next couple episodes. I got to see just to get an idea for the vibe. I watched Skip when he came back and was like, I'm not feeling it. Like, you ruined it. So I started watching Shannon on First Take and the other show, I like First Things First and Speak. But Undisputed totally fell off. I barely paid much attention to.
Yeah.
Skip 72. It's time to call it a day, though. You ain't got to be the 80-year-old dude still doing sports takes. You invented it. You made it hot. You made it the culture. But the thing that kept you going, you got rid of. You got rid of your Viagra. Shit ain't hard no more. Let that be a lesson to you, white man. Let that be a lesson to you. We wasn't there for you. We was there for Unc. Now you know. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. What's your thoughts, Randy?
Hey, the Skip. I mean, he crossed the line. You know what I mean on when he lost Shannon on the show. And I think, man, we all eat the fruits of our labor. And that show, that show, I'm not gonna say that Shannon was all the show. They had a good chemistry together, and they both. I liked the way the camaraderie on the show, that back and forth. It was fun to watch. It was fun to watch with both of them.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I like them better than I like him even on First Take with him and Stephen A. Even though him, Stephen A. and everybody else, Shannon mixed in good with them. Like, I don't hate it. Like, it's good. It's good TV. I can watch it out. But it Undisputed had something when him and Undisputed was flowing. It was my show. You know what I mean? I had it on my DVR. Like, that was my show. I watched the joint. So they, so I still don't understand, what I mean, why Skip would disrespect his career saying what he said that did it. So the show going down, it is what it is. Y'all, you should have had more professional respect for your partner. And when you didn't, and he left, it was a matter of time. I'm surprised it lasted this long. And what is it Skip gonna do staying on with Fox? Like, nobody want to see you by yourself. Nah.
You try to get him with Tom Brady signed a contract with Fox. You try to get next to Tom Brady.
I don't even think Tom can save him. Nobody want to see that.
Yeah.
Nobody want to see that too. A young white, a good looking white man and an old white man on TV. Old white man, young white man. No, it's nothing.
Get him out of there. Get him out of there.
Man.
It's like watching Skip Bayless is the Joe Biden of sports commentary.
Oh man.
Get him out of there.
Can we let you had Joe already retired today, man? You could have saved the Joe Biden jokes for next week, man. Let Joe have a day. It's been a rough day for Joe.
Let Joe have a day. We're gonna let Joe have a day.
It's been a rough day.
Yeah. Oh man, it feels good to be back. I'm in Georgia. It feels good to be back doing a podcast. It's gonna feel good to be back working and all that good stuff. I want to thank y'all for holding us down. The numbers were still good. We were up like 155% on a monthly downloads, up 103% on a monthly listeners. So I want to thank y'all. We didn't have an episode the last couple of weeks since I was in Costa Rica and all that shit, but y'all held it down. Kickbackers, man, I'm give y'all a round of applause. And if you are not a kickbacker, the way you become a kickbacker is to subscribe on Apple and YouTube and Spotify and everywhere else. Just go subscribe so that you get notifications when a new episodes drop, or watch us live on YouTube. You can do that as well. Just subscribe to the vibe, man. Every time they see a new subscription, whether it's on YouTube or Apple or Spotify, more sponsors call in, more offers are given, and we got some new shit coming. Like I am really heading into the fall. Hey, me and Randy we doing football talk this fall, this winter. So make sure you subscribe to the Patreon, figure some of these things out, and support the movement, man. I appreciate y'all. And love y'all, for always holding us down. I hope our little motivation is working and y'all ready to get up and get out and do something. Finish the second half of this year off amazingly. Impress yourself. That is the best thing you could ever do, is impress yourself. And I hope you do that the rest this year. We in July, heading into August. Ain't no time to play. It's time to get real, real serious, man. Real serious. Any last words before we get up out of here, Randy?
Nah, that's all. You said it all. Thanks, Tano. Love you too.
All right, that's a bet, y'all. Draw 4, skip you, reverse you. Draw 4, the color's green. Draw 4, the color's now red. Draw 4 again, the color's blue. Uno, we out. Peace.